Rick. Oh, my bad. Sound like what's up, man?
Are we live? Here we go.
Here we go. The Mick and Rick show on TV, not on radio.
Whoa. Man. Oh my goodness. Hey, man, look, brush your shoulder off, man. Cause you are on fire.
Fire! Whole bunch of people gonna be on fire this weekend when the NFC season start kickoff.
And I think we got a few of them knuckleheads here today, don't we?
Yeah. We're supposed to have. It was about 12 of them said they were in, but I see only the defending champ is waiting off stage there.
Oh Lord! Why you do this to me, Lord? Help me.
Only the defending champion is present. Only the defending champ is ready.
That's the only thing they can win. So, hey, Miss B, how you doing?
Hey, go Saints!
Wow, if that was a lack of any energy. Hey,
how y'all doing? Are y'all ready for some football? Is that better?
Okay. You're about to turn yourself out the picture frame there. Nothing showing but the earplugs.
I have no problem with that.
Yes, hey, you got no problems with that?
Nope.
Man, okay.
Be glad when you lose another bet so I can get off of this.
Rick, you're here, right? That's why I be on all the time.
We love you, Miss B. You are just so smooth. I mean, this. You add something to this.
Okay, that's a good. Okay, Rick. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
He said, okay, Rick. Okay. I gotta show you a little bit of something that we released earlier this week. You might want to see somebody you know. INSiiGHTS now has its own Roku channel. INSiiGHTS itself is a dream maker, providing a platform for content creators. Go with INSiiGHTS Roku channel into 91 million homes. We are strengthening our programs that will continue to educate, entertain, and enlighten our viewers. We will still feature youth sports, Mick and Rick, INSiiGHTS Magazine, Remember the Legends, and much more. Stay tuned for our creative content. Appreciate your support. Man, we got so many comments on Joe Bullard. It's only been out about 2 days, and we're right at 100 views already, and people talking about what a great interview it was. They talked about the fact that, he's a guy who really is involved in the community and does a lot. Comments about his daughter. They made some comments about it. If I was was Coach a DJ? Joe said something about it, his turntables and music and stuff. And we just got a lot of feedback on voice of the Marching 100. We just got a lot of feedback, and it's been a busy week. We released that earlier Monday. Then we have the Mick and Rick show today. Then we got another piece coming out on the FAMU Hall of Fame. Cam Riley, former player and assistant coach, was one of the inductees going in. We got a lot of things going on with my former assistant coach and roommate Ralph Coleman, with the Brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi at the frat house, and then having a memorial service, of which I'm speaking at on Friday. It's just a full week all the way around. And again, our prayers are with the Coleman family and all of that. And we will continue to recognize and remember him for the things that he did.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
You know.
But that was a very good piece on the what is it? The Almighty Joe Bullock.
You enjoyed that piece, Miss B?
Yes.
He has been around for so long. I mean, he was doing it when I was there, and that was 35, 36 years ago when I first walked on the campus of the highest of seven hills, as they say. And he's been making me laugh, not as much as, Earl Hankerson, but still just with his commentary and just his what he brings, the excitement, the joning on people or the other schools, and I mean, it just makes it fun, and it just makes it a highlight, and he is part of the football experience.
And he is, and a longtime friend, and really was supportive of the Rattler basketball program. And I remember when we had Maya was born, and we had a hospital full of people up there being supportive, and they said, "Oh, it's going to be a while." So we had been up there some hours, so I told everybody they could go home. And between them getting home, Dr. McWilliams got upset about something one of the nurses had did in terms of giving an epidural and slowing it down. And he had to do an emergency operation to deliver Maya. And the only person I could reach was Joe, because everybody else was en route. And Joe called GT, said, "Man, you got to turn the radio on. I mean, you got to turn station on this morning." He said, "I got to go up to the hospital with Mickey." So he was up there when she was born. And then when he went back on the station, he told everybody that he helped Spurgeon McWilliams deliver a baby. And he wanted everybody to welcome Maya Clayton to the world. Man, calls were coming from everywhere, congratulating the missus and I, and giving a special shout out to Maya. So then when she got married, he was the MC at the reception. So
oh my,
that was always his girl. We're trying to wait for some more of our NFL fans to come. We got one more, Corey Long, who's becoming a regular. He's been in the peanut gallery giving us comments the last few weeks. We're going to mess around. I had to put him on the show. I see we got another one. Florida Hot Boy popped up, but we're going to give him just a couple more minutes, and we're going to go with what we got. But in the meantime, the guy who entertains you.
Well, gentlemen, week 2 is in the books. And this segment will be very short in comparison to last week, because I'm still rubbing salve on my own hind parts that I talked about last week. Ooh! Ow! But the competition was closer last week than I expected, but there was still one notable absolute all-out blowout that we'll get to. Yet, there were some nail-biters and surprising victories or losses, depending on what side of the coin you were on. So, I finished with an 8-5 record on the week, and that's just not good enough. So let's get to it. I'm starting to think that as the voice of the Raiders, I might be bad luck, because Rickards was flummoxed by Fleming Island 51-20. John Paul moves to 2-0 jabbing Jefferson County 27-0. Godby traveled down to Madison and got mauled 35-6. Gadsden County, they went over to Wakulla and got waxed 37-6. Charles lost another close one, this time falling to Fletcher 30-28. That's 2 losses by 3 points. Come on, Timberwolves. The Lions are supposed to be the king of the jungle, but Leon is still in the Simba age, and they fell to Monroe 38-16. North Florida Christian bested Mariana 21-7. McClay flipped the script on me and beat down Brookwood 46-7. Walton walloped FAMU DRS 49-14. Florida High pelted Ponte Vedra 24-13. And Lincoln, oh my goodness, 149 points in the last 2 weeks. They pile drive Palm Beach Lakes 78-0.
78.
Over in South Georgia, Thomasville had the surprise of the week. They had to be tired of me talking trash as they outlasted Cairo 36-27. And surprisingly, Brooks was bested by Cook County 32-28. In college action, FSU has started the season 2-0, defeating LSU 24-23 on a blocked extra point. And my FAMU Rattlers, on to the next week. So now, in this week's action, y'all saw how I did that? Get it on out the way. This week's action, the Raiders will take on Navarre on campus in the Dead Sea. Let's see if they can get their act together and get their first victory of the year. Of course, I'll be taking the Raiders. JP2 will be at McClay, and I'll keep riding the JP2 train. I'm taking JP2. Jefferson County will be at North Florida Christian, and they will not pick up their first victory of the year. I'll take the Eagles. Lincoln will travel to Gadsden County, and they will continue to light up the scoreboard. I will take the Trojans. The next match will be very interesting as Monroe will travel to Wakulla. I'm in a bit of a quandary here because I know that the War Eagles are very tough at home and Monroe is up and coming. I'm rooting for Monroe, but I think the War Eagles would just have too much depth in the end, so I will take Wakulla. Now, I have to figure out, am I going to stay on the Timberwolves bandwagon or jump off now? They will host Thomas County Central this week. And so this will be a test. But I'm going to give the Timberwolves one more try, and I'll take Childs by a field goal. Now, you let me down, I'm done. Leon, they will take on Fort Lauderdale. I don't know why they're coming all the way up here unless they just want to bring their team to the FAMU home game this weekend. But I'll take Fort Lauderdale. I'm pulling for Leon, but sorry. Florida High will welcome Taylor County, and they will move to 3-0. I have the Seminoles. And the Baby Rattlers will take on Bye this week. Hopefully, they can get a win. Over in South Georgia, Thomasville will be at Bainbridge, and I'm going to stick with Bainbridge, as I stated last week. Brooks County will be on the road to take on Mitchell County, but I'll look for Brooks to bounce back. I'll take Brooks. Now, I'm sorry, Dr. Miller. I know that I'm going to get in trouble with Rick this week. All I ask is that you give me a pass for 1 week. Just one. The Godby Cougars. They're going to take on the Fighting Syrup Makers over in Cairo. And I'll take Mrs. Butterworth. In the college ranks, Florida State is on a well-deserved rest this week. And my FAMU Rattlers will look to rebound after last week's embarrassing outing versus Albany State. We need all of the real Rattlers to show up and brag. There's absolutely no question where I'll be. And as a matter of fact, I'll be there at 10 a.m. tailgating. See you next week.
Okay. Okay.
Give Earl a mic.
Quandary. Nice SAT word there, quandary. Look it up if you don't know about it. He said he said he's pulling for this team, but are you really pulling for him? And Miss Buttersworth. Oh, I love it. I love it. I got to write down with that. Oh, I wrote it down. Miss Buttersworth. Mm, 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 mm. Someone's got a new nickname.
You know, Dr. Miller, if she was on, she'd already be sending the comments.
If was a fifth coach, I'll be feeling so nice right now.
Boy, you sure talk a lot when Dr. Miller not on here.
Dr. Who?
Okay. You know, she liable to appear. I already saw we had a comment in the room here from sports people already sent a comment in. So, you know, you need to be up and ready. But in the meantime,
in between time,
there you go. I'm gonna bring in your defending champ from last year. Now that I see nothing but his chair, but I'm gonna bring him to the screen and he moved that.
Well, that's them in the playoffs. So that's perfect. That's just perfect. There's nothing there. It's perfect.
The empty chair is like
time in between time and all the damn time. What's up, gentlemen? Hello, Miss B.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing fine.
Hello there, Todd.
INSiiGHTS, what's up?
How are you? How are you, Todd?
He got 3-4 jerseys up there.
You want to see them all? Mr. Emmett Smith.
Oh, I thought that 22 was Bob Hayes.
Well, it could have been, but no, in this case, it's Emmett Smith. Tony Romo, Tony Dorsett. That's all I can fit in the screen.
Hey, Todd, I'm going to tell you.
All right. Represent, though, right?
Hey,
yeah. Oh, you got a hat, too.
Right.
Hey, you coming hard.
You moved off that big recliner chair you were in last year, huh?
Right.
So Todd, tell me this. Who's your favorite Cowboy between number 9, Romo, or Danny White? Oh. I can't decide which one I love most for choking in the fourth quarter.
Romo's one of my favorite Cowboys, period. I'm telling you guys, he was underrated, man. The dude could play.
You're right. He's probably my favorite one because he got y'all so hyped so often and let y'all down.
He played on bad teams, man.
The field goal against Seattle.
That's where it all started.
He said that's where it all started, huh?
Oh, taking me back down memory lane. I love it. I love it.
That one.
Well, you made Florida hot, boy. We ready to click him on and he'll disappear. I guess it's so hot down there where he is. It burned up his line. Todd, you chased everybody else off. They scared to face you this year.
I told you, man. Well, I'll lighten up a little bit this year. I'll lighten up.
Right.
Listen, I'll miss a week. That'll even things out.
Oh,
is that fair enough, Rick?
Oh, Rick. Oh, you taking shots? Oh, Mr. Win by one game. The one game I didn't pick, you win. Hey, but all it takes is one, right?
That's right.
That's right.
They blocked the extra point. They remained undefeated. They really
it didn't say on that payout he only won by one game.
You just got your payout.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's right. That's all right. That's cool. That's cool. No, don't miss a week. Please don't. Please don't miss a week.
Right. Okay.
Please don't miss.
Yeah.
Well, adding to the stream there is Mr. Corey.
What's going on? Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How you do?
Hey,
my brother.
Doing well.
Hey, man, Todd said he ran you off, man.
Nah, I didn't say that.
He just came in and said he ran you off, man.
Boy, he just starts something, just throw something with no truth in it, don't he?
Right.
I didn't hear someone say they ran him off. Hey, I thought it was Todd who said it. My
Why you
bad.
gonna put it on me?
I'm like Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm all up in your nightmares, man.
You said the New York Jets all up in your nightmare.
INSiiGHTS Jets.
Which means you done flipped us or what?
No, still the Jets, man. This is
No, Miss B.
you know.
What's up with that?
No, I guess we're gonna turn her in a full circle.
See,
man is like a constant nightmare. You know what I'm saying?
Joe Flacco is starting for you boys.
Yeah, Joe gonna get the first 3 weeks, which is he's. You know what you're getting with Joe Flacco. You got to worry. Joe gonna show up. He's like 40 something now. He gonna do what 40-something-year-old quarterbacks do. So good for him, man. I mean, hopefully Zach get healthy, but I'm glad. Yesterday he was working out. There was reports that they was gonna try to get him back in for week 1. I'm glad that Saleh kind of said no. We're gonna do. He's not gonna come back before week 4. They're looking at. You're trying to make some. You're trying to make some progress this season, but they got to do best by the player. You don't want to rush him back. He needs the reps. He needs the time. He actually, without having the preseason reps, he really needs to kind of sit back there, look at things, observe, kind of catch the speed of the game, and get the stuff done in practice so he's prepared when he gets back out there in week 4. So it's okay. It's cool. We'll see. Maybe old Joe will surprise me.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Florida Hot Boy, we got you back. Oh, he's showing off his pool, y'all.
Come on now, don't do that. Don't do that.
He's showing off his pool. He had to move outside and show the pool out there. Look like you're in the Amazon behind you.
Look here, man. Hey, it's lovely. That's all I can say. Come on, Coach. You know how I learned from you.
Well.
I have to move along. Already, he talked more than he did last year. All year put together. he was quiet. He came out of the boonies and got involved and shook it up a little bit. He said he's gonna be in there from the first week this year.
All right,
yeah, that's right. That's right.
And who's your team? You said your team is the Washington, the football team, Washington football team.
The Commanders.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do Florida Hot Boy like that. Come on now. We're Buccaneers. We're gonna roll with. I'm a little nervous though. With Tom Brady with all this home with the problems at the house. And so I don't know what's going on. It got me a little kind of like the Tiger Woods thing.
Man. I mean, here's the thing. This is my only issue with what they did with Tom. They should have just the man is 45 years old. He doesn't need preseason. He doesn't need training camp. You can just say, hey, he ain't here because he don't need to be here. All right, when you won 7 Super Bowls, you ain't got to sit around here and do OTAs. You know what I'm saying? We got to give the reps to these 2 little sorry jokers behind him that, in case he decides he don't want to play after week 6, we need to see if one of them got something. Man. Tom ain't gonna. Todd Bowles should say, hey, Tom ain't gonna be here. When he shows up, he'll let you know. I don't want to talk about it no more. That's it. That's the problem, man.
Bottom line, right?
That's very profound. I like
that. Got to keep it real. Be like, hey, Tom ain't here because he ain't got to be here.
That's Florida Hot Boy. He helped you out there.
Yeah, he did. He got. I take that. I co-sign that.
Okay, I just got a question. Where you live in large and everything. You got your feet sticking over in the hot tub or something?
Come on now.
You ain't got that private backyard too. Look at all the trees. There's privacy right there.
Right, that's what you got the Amazon. Hey, he trying to rep Tampa Bay. You over there? You next door to Tom Brady over there?
And my next door to Tom Brady. Boy, I tell you, Coach, come on now. Now you got your oasis roped off in Leon County. I told you I learned from you. Now I didn't want to I want to put you on the spot, but you got a nice little some acreage over there where you at now. So come on now.
Okay, moving right along.
Moving right along. Y'all done made the Dallas Cowboy fan. He had to take a call from who? Tom Landry or somebody? He had to go take a call. that actually was Jerry. Tom Landry is dead, man. So
Hey, Jerry did too. He just faced
They just propping him up,
yeah.
rolling him around.
hey, I figured Tom called you from where he was.
Yo,
And that's why you got up to take that call.
right. No, I wouldn't have taken that call.
He just said, "Come on down."
Right.
Come on down, Todd. We're waiting for you.
Yeah. Like Richard Pryor told a joke one time. He said he was burned up laying in the hospital. He was all mummified up, and on television they flashed that Richard Pryor has died. He was like, So me getting the call from Tom Landry, I'd be like, no.
Hey, Sports Diva beat me to the punch. I was going to say, we almost, not quite, but almost ready to pull for y'all a little bit with that rattler you got on the team.
Mr. Bell. Yep, he really shined, Mick. I sent you a few things throughout the,
And I appreciate it.
Yeah, they were high on him from the beginning. And, it's a lot of competition back there, but Jerry said the other day that safety group is about as good as it's ever been under him, and it is. They had another young brother make the team as well, and they're pretty solid at the safety.
Speaking about the secondary, like he done coached somebody. Jerry out there speaking about Jerry talking about
the coach behind the scenes.
Looks like he's out there wearing shorts out there taking them through drills.
He's been out there in shorts.
Whatever, man.
Right. But Bell, we told you, you
did.
There was a bunch of stuff about it, and he was really depressed when he didn't get drafted, and we talked about why. But Dallas had him out there.
Right.
And in the pre-draft is one of their 30 you can bring in.
Players. Right.
They had him come out as soon as he didn't get drafted. They wanted to call on the phone with him.
And we paid him a pretty penny too, guaranteed him some money.
Somebody trying to listen to it and be a part. So we paid him a pretty penny. Yeah, that was Miss B. I kind of figured that. But we you say they gave him some bonus money.
I think they paid him more than anybody else out of the free agents.
See, they knew something.
Yeah, they knew.
They knew. And he actually had done we expect him to be, he's a hitter. He go get you, boy. Right. So we expecting pretty good things from him over here in FAMU country. We kind of expecting for him to be a contributor. And we've had a history of FAMU people being over there.
Oh yeah, Bob Hayes to begin with.
Yeah, Nate Newton, Bob Hayes.
Yeah.
Sports Diva making her comments. She said, so he got the checkbook, so
he got an opinion. Right.
Win, lose, or draw. He got an opinion on it, so we gotta roll with it. The man who write the check can say what he want to say.
Right.
Facts.
What he want and when he want. But
was that last year they held the draft and he was sitting on his yacht?
No, year before last. Year before last. Yeah. But one thing we've had a lot of rattlers in the past, man. But if they don't play better than they did last weekend, we won't have any more. Well, I don't know what happened.
Bell played well.
Huh? No, I'm not. I'm talking about the Rattlers.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
See, this is an NFL show, right? Listen, I gotta put my foot down right now. This is an NFL show, not a college show. That'll be next week. If you want to talk about what happened, that'll be next week.
I'm just saying, I would love to have some more talent from there, but
all I know is that FAMU punter got an NFL film for days.
Christopher Dool.
And for one game, all those kids.
One game, all the fun.
Yeah. He went to high school with my son.
I will say props to Dion for really stepping up the game and letting them know, it's going to be, if you're going to compete with Jackson State, now you got to bring a lot of talent, because he's building it. He's building it. He's convincing kids to go that way. And, that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. If he can he can get everybody else to step up their game. It turns out to be a good thing.
Well, not only the talent level, they're well coached. 5 minutes into the game, we knew that wasn't the same Jackson State from the previous year that was 7-6. And those guys knew their assignments. Everything we ran, they knew what we were running. Everything we threw at them. And Shadir looked like a fifth-year senior back there. He was not phased at all. You know, they have scouted the film, and he has changed his coaching staff. He has said on a number of shows that he changed his coaching staff. He needed some more input with guys. And I think he said one of the things that really got him was on the flight down, he could hear his son, Shadir, in conversation sitting behind him with the offensive coordinator. And he was telling the OC that he felt completely prepared. He said, I don't think FAMU can show me anything that I have not seen. I know what to expect when they're in certain alignments. I know where the pressure's going to come from. Is there anything that they could possibly give me that I don't know anything about? And that's, you know, like one of the coaches said, he said he has played quarterback his entire life. He never played any other position. This is what he has been prepared and trained to be as a quarterback. He looked like it. They gave him all day. He had 4 different offensive linemen in there. He completely changed that offensive line. But Jackson State ain't nothing to play with.
Started 17 of 17. I think what did he end up with? 29 of 33.
Wow.
And 5 touchdowns.
Wow. 12 different receivers.
The one thing I will say, and I think this week is important for Jackson State, is that they had all year, all off season to prepare for this one game. And so that helps, because if you think about FAM, and plus they had tape from FAM's first game. So that helps. But if you think about FAM against North Carolina, and yes, we all know North Carolina has no defense. That was proven this weekend. But FAM hung with North Carolina for 3 quarters. And I'm saying it's because they had all year or all off season to prepare for that first game. To me, it's always the second game that tells what this team is going to be about. I didn't like what I saw from FAM, and I'm still waiting to see what I see from Jackson State. But the reviews are very good.
Well, one thing I'm concerned with is now Baker Mayfield is favored to beat my team this week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Baker's coming home, isn't it? Is Baker coming home?
What about having 6 months to prepare for a game right there?
Right.
For this game. This is the day y'all acquired Deshaun Watson.
Right.
So,
and Baker talking shit. I mean, but that's typical of Baker. That's what Baker does.
You think he talking shit now? Let him win. Shit.
Okay.
They say it's a lot of Browns fans going to Charlotte to pull.
Wow.
For Baker.
Wow.
I know a young lady here. Yeah, she probably, if she was gone, she'd definitely be, and she loves the Browns, loves them, but she's upset about that situation. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone. But
yeah, I don't know what there is, if you're a Browns fan, what there is to be upset about. They went out and they wanted to get a better quarterback. They got a better quarterback. The objective of a team is to get better. You know, I mean, that's it. I mean,
and in my mind, he's one of the best.
I understand there's some issues with Deshaun, but those have now been handled, and hopefully moving forward, he won't have any more. You know, that's it. So I mean, he's going to take his 11 games and do that, and that's going to be part of that. And, you know, Baker had to move on. The Browns had to move on. The fans need to move on. Now, you know, the best way to deal with Baker, shoot, send an 8-man on play one, get the defensive lineman straight up his ass, and don't have to worry about him talking anymore.
Right. Look,
hit him dead in the mouth.
Right. Playing him in the middle of the field.
Right. Playing him in the middle of the field.
What y'all looking like, Coach, other than quarterback?
the question is what our head coach Stefanski is going to do. Is he going to utilize our running backs a little bit more? Which we got an outstanding tandem back there. We got a third string running back that's Dearness Johnson. He started a couple games, ran for almost 300 yards in 2 games.
Yep.
I mean, and they got another kid they drafted forward that has been outstanding in preseason. So the question is he going to let those guys turn them loose? They're afraid that Jacoby won't stretch the field. They say he's a dink and dunk quarterback, you know, and he's going to have to stretch the field a little bit to open it up. But, you know, Baker didn't open it up last year himself. Man, Florida Hot Boy, you know, the lights went out back there or what?
Hey, man, it's getting dark now. You know, we on Eastern. It's not Pacific time. It's Eastern Standard Time.
Wow.
What the Bucks looking like this year?
Oh man, they say we got the best. That's what they say. They say we got they say we got the best secondary, the best talent we done had since I guess Warren Sapp was out there. I don't know. They talk big stuff. Like I said, I got to see it, man. I'm a Bucks fan by default because I'm in Florida, but I'm kind of like my man over there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm always Florida. See, Florida made a dynasty over there with them stars over there. Florida. If we went for Florida, we wouldn't be no dynasty in Cowboys. The Cowboys wouldn't even be nothing.
I don't know about that, but
yeah, I would have to agree with Lamb there because they're nothing now. But but continue, please continue.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think I see 4 losses. When I look at the schedule.
Oh, shoot, what's that? That's 13-4.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm a little bit worried about that offensive line now. A lot of injuries. You ain't got Michael Vick been there plus taking snaps. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, man. It's true.
Yeah.
How many will be taking no hits and ain't gonna be escaping no pass rush? We'll throw that thing away a slide. So.
Can Tom slide? Has anyone ever seen him slide?
It was terrible looking.
Kind of like
he hurt himself for real. Yeah.
I like how he do them 4th and 1s though. He'll take them 4th and 1s, 3rd and 1s. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, offensively, other than the offensive line, especially up the middle. I mean, the 2 guards and the center. That's where Brady, well, any quarterback, but when teams have had success against Brady, it's been up the middle.
Yeah.
If they can give him 2.5 seconds, I mean, he's going to have the receivers to throw the ball to. I mean, Evans, Godwin should be healthy,
right?
And they got Julio, who we all know is going to miss at least 4 games for some reason. That's what Julio does. But I mean. Wow, decent at tight end. Running backs are but still, that team could cause some damage in the NFC. I don't think they're the best. I don't think they're the best team in the NFC, but I think they could play with anyone there.
Who do you think the best team is in the NFC, Slick?
Between Green Bay, and I don't want to put down the champs, but I think the champs are going to have the hangover. So I have to go Green Bay. There's something about, even without Adams, I just think if they don't do it this year, they may just break up that squad.
Okay.
Well, how much will they miss OBJ?
The champs?
Yeah. I think the problem is receiver. I don't think receiver is the issue with them. They got receivers. They got dudes that can catch.
Well, they lost Woods also.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, that's and Van Jefferson, who's pretty decent.
was on his way to being Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, he sure was.
Yeah.
But
the champs, I'm worried about Stafford, that elbow issue. Like
everything,
their whole all their top 9 skill guys are all based on what Matthew Stafford can do. Like Matthew Stafford can't play. everybody's going down. Like it's just that he's that important to that team. So he got that. He got that Super Bowl now. He got that. He got that justification. All of a sudden, the elbow starts hurting. All of a sudden, little pain now.
Right.
Funny how you get a little hurt once the rings are heavy these days.
I got my ring.
Yeah.
Right.
But see, Corey, I think all the teams that have good quarterbacks are injury away.
Oh yeah.
When you have one, you got to keep him healthy and upright. I mean,
absolutely.
Those who have good quarterbacks. If Cincinnati lose Burrows, they're out. If Rodgers go down, they're dead.
Right.
So it's it's a little bit worse with the older guys who have a little age on them because it takes longer to recuperate from those hits than it did when you were 21 and 22. You can't quite run from them like you used to.
Right.
I like what San Francisco did. I understand they could have tried to
keep Garoppolo.
Yeah, because you got a young guy in there who's an athletic guy who can run. Anything can happen to a running quarterback, and going through this 17-game schedule, you're gonna get hit a lot. You're gonna deal with hits, and for them to have a tested backup that has been through playoffs, been through tough games, got to a Super Bowl. That's a lot, man. That's real, and still young enough to go out there and be capable and understand what's going on. That's a big deal. I understand why they did what they did. I think that was smart. You had the money to do it. You get that sort of insurance at that position.
Okay, let me throw something out there about Lamar Jackson. And the fact that his agent is his mom.
Yeah. He can't play. I hope he doesn't play because he's playing the Jets this weekend. I need him to sit. I'm going to call Lamar, tell him to sit so they pay him. And I'm dead serious about that. Not just because they're playing the Jets probably losing the backup. But they'll sit, you got to sit. I wouldn't play. No way in hell would I play. Couldn't pay me to play.
The guy they had was Huntley behind him is Lamar Jackson like. They don't change much. Right. He's not Lamar, but he has the same attribute.
Skill set. Yeah.
I wouldn't
and
play.
Lamar is really rolling the dice. I mean, and I'm not, he's this the guy. I remember they said that he had invited Baker to come up work out with him in the offseason. Well, his mom is the one who conducts his workouts and works all the kids out in that area. And Baker was like, "Nah, I'm not going down there with you. I'm going to with your mom."
I mean, I think the issue is that guaranteed money. And I just don't see the owners coming up off of that. I think, the guys, they might deserve it, but the game is too volatile, man. The guys are a hit away from, you on Deshaun $245 million for 4 more years that he can't even play. I don't wish that on him, but that's just how the game is. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
It is what the market is. You see what Deshaun's making, guarantee what Russell Wilson's making, what Kyler Murray. Well, Lamar's in that group. Like he gets that level of money, whatever that guarantee is around that, he should get that.
Oh yeah.
And if they don't want to give him that, I wouldn't. Like I said, there's no way would I play on Sunday without having a contract for next year for them. I wouldn't do it. You just assume lose the money you're going to pay and make it up in the offseason, then get out there, especially the way he plays, have something happen. And then you're stuck in that 1-year contract, that 1-year, 2-year contract where no one in the league's going to give you more than 1 or 2 years. You're going to constantly be playing for your next contract.
Right.
Just too much on the line.
If he gets this season unhurt, he will be a free agent at the end of the year.
Wow.
And the bidding for his services will be record setting.
Yeah.
We'll probably draw him guaranteed money, but it's not so much they're guaranteeing him money. They're just not guaranteeing the whole amount of it. They don't want to guarantee the whole amount of it like Deshaun's got. So, I mean, and Russell, he got $245 million, but only 160 of that is guaranteed.
Only 100.
Well, you don't live.
Well, when you compare that to Deshaun, I mean, when you compare it to Deshaun, I mean, it's peanuts.
Well, they already have memes going around with him being photoshopped in a Miami Dolphin uniform.
Who, Lamar?
Yeah, Lamar.
Wow.
You know, and they're expecting Tua to have an outstanding year, but it's just going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So everybody was able to get their email. Have y'all gone on and made your picks for the first week?
Yes, sir.
I've not made them yet, but I'm prepared to make them.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this year. I didn't play last year. I got caught up and missed a few weeks and said forget it. But I'm jumping in this year.
Okay. Well, you got the champ right above you. He's talked a lot of smack. And
I mean, some people say I'm conceited, but I'm not. I'm convinced.
Boy, that's original.
Yeah, isn't it though? Marching 100 is original, isn't it?
Look, and I didn't say I ran Corey away. I said I'm gonna run away from y'all. Is what I said.
All right, gentlemen. What I will need from you, because we got another component that we added this year, was your team's overall record. And I know, Todd, since you the defending champ, you can give that to me now.
I get to go last.
No, you get to go first.
You get to go
first. First, like out of the playoffs.
Right. Oh,
first out of the
playoffs. I predict the first half of the season that they're going to be 6-2.
You see, he's a typical Cowboy. He doesn't follow instructions. We said the overall record. We didn't do that for week 8 yet, but we said overall record.
Oh, my fault. 14-3.
I know it's your fault.
14-3. 14-3.
You ain't gonna win that one. I'm
already.
You're not gonna win that one after that. No 14.
You lost already.
He said Corey said lost already. Florida hot boy. What's Tampa Bay gonna be?
I say 13-4.
That's a little bit better than Todd.
Corey, we're a little bit better than Tampa Bay.
We're gonna find out.
Well, yes, you will find out on Sunday night.
Right.
Corey, how the Jets gonna be?
8-9. 8-9.
What were they last year, Corey?
They were 4-13 last year, I believe.
Okay, yeah, that'll be good progress, though.
Yeah, that's where I think double the wins. That's where we want to be.
Sports Diva, I know you're on here. Pin your New Orleans Saints and tell us so we could say that. I'm so disgusted, but I'm trying to win. I got the Browns at 8-9.
Oh wow,
that ain't bad.
You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's you realize you got 11 games before your franchise quarterback comes back in, so you just want to get through them. You know, you just want to
hold on.
No, though.
Hope you like 5 and 6, and you can kind of get that slide into, get yourself a chance to get the playoffs late. You know,
man. When I looked at that schedule, I said, man, and they said they voted Brissett. The poll they did, they got him at the second worst starting quarterback in the league.
Wow.
So, Sports Diva, just so y'all know, so I can put it up here for her. She went with her Saints. She got them 9-8.
Wow, no confidence in Jameis.
Well, she trying to win. Hey, when you making them picks, sometimes you want your team to win all of them, but you like, let me be a little realistic.
I'm in that spot where if I lose and they exceed my expectations, so be it. I'm a happy loser.
Right. Mm-hmm. Rick, you don't have a team, so we ain't got you on here.
No. My team is whoever plays Dallas, and I think we're going to go 10-7.
Yeah, Rick has 31 teams.
No, well, actually 30.
Okay, now
it's another spot you don't like.
After week 9, what will your team's record be?
I think we'll be 6-2.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I'm looking at a split between Tampa Bay and Cincinnati. That's who we opened up with the first 2 weeks.
It would almost have to be that if you got a shot at going at 14-3. So
right.
Yeah.
Okay, Corey, how your Jets gonna be after week 9?
After week 9, I think they. I'm looking right here. I think they play all the way through. I'm trying to get their schedule up so I can make sure they don't have a bye week. So give
Yeah,
me
the Browns
one.
have a bye week.
Give me one quick second here, please.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
Florida Hot Boy, you ready?
I'm leaning toward that 6-2 too.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm leaning that way.
Okay. You see,
Cincinnati.
Sports Diva said Rick. She said, "Beat Rick is the goal."
Yeah, I heard that last year too.
All right.
Hey,
They don't. The just bye week getting into week 10. So I think they're going to have a good second half of the year. So I think they're going to start out 3-6. I think they'll pick it up after the break. I think they'll really start because I think by that point the quarterback will be fully adjusted and healthy and ready to roll. So
Okay. I got the Browns. We got a bye week after week in that first 9 games. I'm predicting us at 3-5.
Wow.
I just ain't got a lot of confidence in who we playing and with Jacoby.
Right.
I just know. Boy, Rick, she must have just came on.
Look
Dr.
at
Miller,
here.
looks like the crew is back. Hello, everyone. Hey, Sports Diva. Please beat Rick this season.
Dr. Miller, you're going to have to help Sports Diva. So why don't you two team together, have one squad, and then come holler at me? How's that?
Dr. Miller, you just came on, but they were talking about Cairo. They lost to Thomasville. And look at Rick. So, Rick, what was the term you went with, Rick? With Dr. Miller's
yeah, my bad. Hey, Miss Buttersworth, how you doing? Miss Buttersworth, how you doing? I can't take credit. I cannot take credit for that. I wish I could. But Earl,
syrup makers, right?
Yes, the
Go ahead,
syrup
Corey.
makers.
Go ahead, Corey. That's all right. He knew that. The syrup makers. The syrup makers. And they call. See, Todd, you've been on before. You watched the show. You've seen Dr. Miller silence Rick.
I've seen her what?
Silence Rick.
Oh, right.
One time.
She came on the show. She said, "Rick, I'm on the show now. Why are you so quiet?" And Rick said, "Todd, this is what Rick said."
I got muted. See, it's a C-O-N-spiracy. And I ain't gonna let this go down. If I go down, I'm taking everybody with me.
Right.
Hold up. Take Dr. Miller with you. We know that.
It's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy, I tell you.
God. See that those Dr. Miller and Sports Diva, they got their own fan club with people who say, "Oh, she shut Rick down. What was he on? He was quiet." And they try to tell him, "Rick, just shut up. Don't say nothing, Rick."
Right.
But he wakes it up.
It's not. See. It's all right. It's all right. You know, like Debo. They tell me to be quiet, and I'll be quiet. But in my mind, I be talking.
Rick, Dr. Miller sent another message to you. She said, "I'm teaching a class, but I'll be ready next week."
Okay.
Does Dr. Miller have a team?
I'm Rick.
Yeah.
Todd, you need to leave that shit alone here. you need to let her and Rick work this out.
Okay, all right.
You need not to get involved in that.
I retract that question.
Yeah, Dr. Miller goes off on him. They go Sports Diva co-signing it. Boy, if you ever had both of them on there at the same time, they would change the whole complexion of the show.
Oh man, this is so funny.
Oh no, they Sports Diva picking up for him.
KC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
Kevin?
Yeah. You know how bandwagoners are.
The chief.
She's out there in Kansas. She's working at University of Kansas.
I know. She's at Kansas State.
Wow.
At Kansas State. But I might as well get in.
Excuse me, Todd. Let me correct you.
Right.
Kansas
Get that
State.
right.
You hear Rick, right? Okay.
Right. Get that right.
That ain't gonna get him on her good side. that's not going to get on the good side.
Friends.
But one of the things. Who is there a guy that's not on your team that y'all really like to watch play? If their team is on, that you like to turn it on and watch them play?
I love watching Chubb, man. He is a phenomenal runner. I mean, his vision. Jonathan Taylor's good also, but Chubb's vision is just I've not seen that before. I mean, the way he can run that ball and navigate that field. I love watching it. I like defensive ends and I like running backs, and he's the truth. So I definitely every chance he's must see TV for me.
Okay. Okay.
I really enjoyed watching Jalen Hurts last year, and I liked watching him play. I like the fact that I like when I can see the progress in a player as you go through the season. I could see so many areas where he improved from when he first started to the end of the season. And, it's one of those guys that I'm excited to see what he's able to do in his third year now, in the league and having this time and really, and having the team fully invested in him finally. They finally have bought into him and, they're building around him. So I enjoy watching him play. I enjoy watching a lot of guys play. Austin Eckler for the Chargers, really one of the guys my favorite backs to watch play. He's a great pass catcher, smart runner. Obviously, with the Chargers, I love watching our boy Derwin, Rick. I love watching Derwin out there play.
Polk County stand up.
Glad he got that money.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, the hot boy?
It's a new kid. I'm trying to think of his name, man. All the players picked him for the top 100. He's a receiver. I can't think of his name. What team is?
You know what squad he's on?
For Cincinnati?
No, it's not Cincinnati. It's
Well, you obviously can't turn it on to watch him, can you?
It'll come to me.
Oh my goodness.
I like that answer about Jalen Hurts and you watching the kids, the players develop. That's really kind of a deep response. I like to watch Lamar because I think he keeps changing that position. And because of what he's done, a lot more minority quarterbacks are getting the chance to play.
We're on Verizon now. Because of one unlimited for iPhone comes.
I don't know what that was.
Look, glitch in the system.
Yeah. Gotta pay the bills. Gotta get them ads in.
That might be Todd Lampley, though. Todd has sponsors that he has to make sure that.
Right. I need to get paid. Y'all not offering any money. Somebody needs to pay me.
I tell you,
my bad though.
Last year when I was watching the Super Bowl, and it was a great game and a fun game to watch. And I remember there was a point in the game when play happened around the sidelines. A couple of Bengals players they got in Aaron Donald's face, and from that point on,
woke him up,
man. Whoop their asses for the rest of that game. And it was amazing to watch him just swat guys. He's 5'11". He's like 5'10" and a half, about 20, and he's just swatting double teams right and left. It was incredible to watch this guy just destroy the entire wheel of guys on the other side of the line.
Destroy their wheel.
Yeah. After a while, Joe Burrow, like, are y'all even out here? Is it me? Like, are y'all even out here doing anything? Oh, I'd rather all 5 of y'all block him and let the other 2 guys in.
I'll deal with the others.
Hey, what's must-watch TV this week?
Good question, Mick. And
the Thursday night game.
Yeah. Thursday night game.
Tomorrow night's everything, man.
Yeah,
I want to see if the Bills are ready for prime. If they ready for prime time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cleveland, Carolina. That's gonna be interesting. Russell going back to Seattle, Denver, Seattle.
Yeah, that's Monday night.
Yeah. And then Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. I think on a regional basis here, I think. There's a lot of excitement about Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Yeah. And then, Tom Brady and the Cowboys. That's going to be must-see TV.
I agree. I agree.
I think those are the top 4 games, this weekend.
Everything is must see in week 1, man. Week 1 is the best, man. After week 1, man, you either gonna win the Super Bowl or you might go 0-17.
Right.
Those 2 options. Only 2 options after week 1.
Right.
The only 2 options.
What team is the sleeper though? What team is the sleeper?
Good question.
The Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders.
Florida Hot Boy, that's a heck of a question.
Yeah, it is a good question.
Yeah,
I agree with you, Corey.
Yeah,
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, Raiders.
Totally.
I like the Chargers as a sleeper though. That whole division is improved
That
and
division
loaded
is
up.
brutal.
Yeah, and but the Chargers, I think they have a nice squad. They got a nice offensive line. Eckler, Herbert. I think defense. They've improved on defense. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them make a run in the AFC.
Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers. Yeah.
Interesting storyline is our division. Right now, the writers in each one of the cities picking the Browns to finish last.
Wow.
And their thing is Pittsburgh and Cleveland are struggling, but they say your boy Pittsburgh has never had a losing season.
And he hasn't.
So that is an interesting storyline.
Mike Tomlin figures out a way to get the best out of those guys. Yeah. He just does. He figures out a way to, like, they don't, last year the Steelers were awful to watch. I mean, they just were not a good team to watch from week to week, but he figured out a way to get them in the playoffs.
In the playoffs. Unbelievable. Right. Unbelievable. I don't like the Steelers at all. I dislike the Steelers more than any other team. Probably know why.
I'll tell you if y'all get a chance. I think it's the Pivot podcast that Tomlin did the interview with. I think it's that one that's online.
Yeah.
It's a great hour and a half for him and I had a tremendous amount of respect for him before and afterwards. I really understand even more about him and the standards and what he stands for. Yeah. And I love when he talked about. Remember, they thought he tried to trip up old boy.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just looking at the screen like everybody else. I'm back up. I ain't trying to get run over by these guys. Crazy.
He did that on purpose, but anyway.
I got 2 more questions. One, the change in coaches in Tampa Bay. How much difference will that make?
Wow. Well, I've always respected Arians as a coach, really good. I like Todd Bowles too, different type of coach, I believe. But Arians, offensively is he's gonna make it happen. So that's Bowles is gonna be a defensive coach, but you still have Tom Brady. So I'm gonna say minimal change because Tom is gonna do what Tom wants to do. So I don't think there'll make much of a difference. I mean, they might be a meaner, tougher team with Bowles, But
Clifton, what you think?
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's no big change. Arians brought his whole crew in, pretty much a whole minority coaching staff.
Yes,
everybody picking each other's brain. There ain't nothing gonna change.
Yeah.
All his coordinators were black.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think that wasn't the case anywhere else in the league.
Right. I just a real quick note. I saw something on him. When he played college ball, I don't know where it was, but he kind of embraced a black roommate all the way back then. So he was
the Barbers, the father of the
that's right.
Barbers.
That's right. Yeah. So he's down with the cause, Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Tom Arians. He's a good coach too, man. I mean, yeah.
Has anybody ever been to a game in Baltimore?
I have.
Share.
Nice experience. Had to walk and park a long way. It's been years ago. Years and years ago. I think Emmett might have been playing, but
the way you said it, I thought it was like when the Colts was there or something. Man.
No, well, actually, though, you know what? I'm glad you said that though, because the very first game that I ever went to, probably 9 or 10 years old, was the Baltimore Colts.
All right.
And the Cowboys in Baltimore. I grew up about 90 miles from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Okay. And, first game I went, I asked Bubba Smith for autograph after the game. He said,
You were the little kid that with the Coke commercial. That was you.
No. Look, Bubba looked at me and said, rah, rah, rah. I said, man, you know, I didn't like that, but I loved Bubba Smith. He was a good player. And then at the more recent Baltimore game, I'm a big Calvin Hill fan. And we had decent seats. Calvin Hill was on the sideline because he's worked for the Cowboys in the past. And I got a chance to give him a shout out from a pretty close distance. So, yeah, it's nice. I mean, Baltimore's a good experience. I like to get around to. I've been to a few of them and want to get to a few more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not as the fans aren't as combative as say Tampa Bay fans
Or Cleveland.
Well,
or
okay,
Philly
I will get
fans.
to Cleveland, but Tampa Bay when I went, the Browns they weren't competitive there. We had a good time, but that was the first time I had seen somebody order a drink with ice, put it in there, pour it in their hat, and then put it on their head when I was in Tampa Bay. And I was like, I guess that cooled him off. But the fans in Tampa were cool. The ones in Nashville, I've been warned not to go to Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Don't go to that one because that's going to be a fight.
Yeah.
I was in Oakland, and before I got on the shuttle to go, they were like, this older guy calls me over, and I'm like, okay. He said, you might want to zip your jacket up.
Yeah.
Why would I want to do that? You do not want them to see your Browns gear
That's right.
when you go in Oakland.
They are the craziest. They are the craziest.
But Todd, let me finish now. When I get there, right, there's a lady walking around the stadium with this big hairdo. She got like 12 big fat incense sticks in her hair, all lit.
Oh, damn.
So I'm looking at her like, and ain't nobody paying her no attention but me. So I'm like, okay, I guess this is normal. Okay, this is normal. I'm in Oakland. So I'm like, I already been warned. So he's sitting down. The Browns were doing something. You know, he's sitting up and you could see the play develop. And you like, oh, there he is. Make the pass. Somebody taps me on my back. So I didn't really pay attention. So they tapped me on my back again. So I looked around. There was a lady sitting there and she said, we don't play that shit. Oh. We don't play that shit. Visitors, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
so I kind of looked at her. I swear to God, true story. She's sitting like across two seats. She got two seats. Right? So I don't pay any attention. The game, goes on, and I do it again. Then on the other side, I get tapped again. And I turn around, and it's a dude sitting on 3 seats. I swear. He says, you ain't hear my damn woman tell your ass we don't play that shit. I was quiet as a church mouse. I didn't cheer. I didn't call for no more water, popcorn, nothing. I sat there the rest of the
Hold on now. Hey, Coach, you got some size now. Hold on. You
That's
not
right.
intimidated like that now.
Oh, yeah.
And look, if they sitting across 2 and 3 seats, they don't move well. They don't move well.
Todd,
Stick it move.
Right.
We were not going to find out. I'm in Oakland. I'm not trying to get in no fight.
You're right, because it would have been more than them.
Yeah, right.
And
I had on brown shit, so it was going to be ugly. So
discretion is the better part of Val. Exactly.
See,
I'm going to be up in Vegas next week, and I'm going to try to go to the Raiders game on the 18th. I think they're playing the Cardinals. I got a Raiders hat in my closet somewhere. I'm going to go in a black hole. I ain't trying to start nothing.
Right.
I ain't trying to start. I'm going to be just one of them, man. I'm going to go out there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be part of the team,
When in Rome.
Exactly. They do. That's right.
Exactly. If I'm getting invited to the party, I'm going to wear what everybody else wearing at the party. I ain't trying to be different.
They ain't trying to stand out.
Exactly.
They're trying to stand. Hey, whenever the Browns go to Las Vegas, I'm going to go to Las Vegas.
I want to go to Vegas.
I'm going to be there for that game. I might stay a week, but I'm going to go. I love to visit Las Vegas. I don't want to live there, but I love to visit.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, y'all have entertained as usual.
Right.
I love Dr. Miller when she came in and she talked about all the boys together. She said, "Look like the crew is back together."
Right.
And it looks like that. So everybody who didn't come on the air still has the opportunity to get their stuff in. But, you know, the fewer who participate for some, the better your chances of winning.
Exactly.
Rick. Yeah, you Rick.
Oh. You know, and Sports Diva, all the women go against Rick. They say,
Right.
Rick is the goal.
Mm.
They don't care if they finish last. They just want to know where Rick is.
Right.
Yes, indeed. I tell you, it is what it is. We love it. We love it. We love it. Well, we do appreciate you coming on, guys. And we know this won't be the last time we hear from y'all.
That's right.
Oh, at least got to come back by week 8 to find out where everybody is.
Right.
You know, we try not to get in everybody's time, to come on, but you know, we'll do midway point and towards the end, but you know, we'll do 2 more.
Okay.
And our Pittsburgh Steelers fan who talked buku shit again is
again.
Then went into hiding.
Again.
But he won't come out unless somehow Pittsburgh is winning. You know, then he'll want to come in wearing all this Pittsburgh Steelers gear.
Well, we won't see him this year then.
Yeah, he heard Mitch Trubisky to start.
Right.
Yeah. Say he got Mitch Trubisky to start. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting NFL season, y'all. And and Corey, you called it. If it, we got teams that they can't. Well, San Francisco might be the only one that'll be able to survive if they starting quarterback go out because they'll put Garoppolo back in.
Right.
But anybody else, well, it won't make a difference with Pittsburgh because the first team, second string, third string, are all not very proficient. So it won't really matter for them. You know. But we appreciate y'all being here and being a part of our NFL fan show. Y'all don't realize it, but you get a tremendous following. Still not enough to get paid, Todd, but you get a tremendous following for people.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Hey, work on some sponsors for all of us. That's
right.
Hey, don't keep all the sponsorship dollars for yourself.
Right. As soon as I get one more, Mick, I'm gonna start sharing. No. Look, Mick, I'm gonna tell you like you told me. As soon as we have another open house, I'll let you know.
Your attention, please.
Stay up to date with the latest from INSiiGHTS. Visit our website at INSiiGHTS.com. 2 I's in the middle. INSiiGHTS.
INSiiGHTS is a copyright of Mac4 Enterprises, Florida Corporation. This broadcast is produced under the exclusive ownership of Mac4 Enterprises. It is the intellectual property and trademark of Mac4 Enterprises. Comments of the host and other individual speakers on INSiiGHTS represent their independent thoughts and representation.
We appreciate everybody.
Thank you.
We
for joining
appreciate
us.
y'all. Todd, as the defending champ, you get to talk a little bit more junk.
And he left.
Good. Good.
I timed it that way.
Good job, Coach. Good job.
You don't want to give a brother too much credit when he could hear it.
Exactly.
Boy, we appreciate you being on. You know, we've seen you on other shows and comment. You know, we appreciate that.
Of course, absolutely. I do a great job with the show. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it.
Thank you. We appreciate you so much.
All right, y'all take care of yourself. Rick, take care of yourself up there in Wesley Chapel, man. I hope you're doing well.
No doubt, man. We got to get together for a fight and a beverage or two.
Absolutely. So in Vegas, I'm gonna be there for the Canelo fight. I don't know if I'm gonna get in, but I'm gonna experience Canelo fight night. Hopefully, GGG knocking his ass out too.
Hey, just being in the game and fight in the sports event atmosphere is something special.
Oh yeah.
Really understand. You know, getting in to see it is extra, but just being in that crowd, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just being on the strip on fight night, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
We appreciate y'all as always.
Until next week.
Until